Now, I'm just going to say a couple of words on that, and then there's some questions today. When I say healing, I do not mean the appearance no longer shows up. So I healed my binge eating, which I had profusely, 7 years ago. And I stopped doing it about 2.5 to 3 years ago. But the healing happened 7 years ago, where it no longer caused me any distress. So I would have an urge to binge. I wasn't powerful enough at that time to recognize awareness as the urge to binge, but I was powerful enough at that time to recognize that the consequences of the binge and the binge itself were harmless. And this changed my life. That was maybe 75% of the difficulty, was binging and then hating myself for binging, then feeling bad about binging and looking in the mirror and seeing that I was fat and that I'm gonna keep getting fat if I keep binging. That just went away as just pure awareness. And I had this urge to binge, but no follow through of beatings. So it's like the firework analogy. The firework goes into the sky, there's a proliferation of thoughts, it always resumes as the black sky. And that's what happened. And what do you think that does to my ability to stop binge eating? Right? When you're no longer suffering from the binge eating, the drive, it's like a flywheel. You pull the plug out and it goes on. It might be weeks, it might be hours, it could be months. For me, it was, with that particular one, it was years. It was the longest one. And it just went, and all the time that was happening, I'm saying to myself, I must not recognize awareness. I'm not recognizing awareness. I can't be, because I still don't eat right. I'm not recognizing awareness. Both of those perceptions are awareness. The statement of not recognizing awareness is awareness, and the appearance of the binge eating slowly downgrading into evaporation is awareness. It's all awareness. And that's what I mean by healing. You stop suffering, and this creates this open space and empowerment to start to make the changes in your life because you have power over them. And I'll just say this before the questions. When it comes to getting power over any appearance, we can try to fight it and change it and use strategies, right? And that's one way. But whenever you try to fight something, you give it power. For instance, there was someone just blending right now, and through courtesy, we would ask him to change, but I felt it was more important to carry on. If I try to fight that juicing thing while I'm trying to talk, and I'm like, oh God, I can't, no one can hear me, it just becomes a thing. Where when I, as the speaker, relaxes with it, everyone just relaxes with it. It just becomes a nothing. So it doesn't have any power. And this is the subtle process of this journey, if you can call it a journey, is over time, you stop fighting that which you've assumed is most powerful, and that shows you that you have the power over it because it is you. It's not separate from you. It is you. It's your own dynamic energy. Because where does that juicing noise occur? In the kitchen or in your mind? We can say that, but it actually occurs as your own awareness. There is a perception that I'm here and the kitchen is there, which is my own awareness. There's a perception that there's a person in the kitchen. That's my own awareness. There's a perception of a distance from there to there. That's over there somewhere. That's my awareness. There's a noise that follows. That's my awareness. There's a room full of people here. That's my awareness. There's a light on me. That's my awareness. There's a fan here. That's my awareness. Everything is occurring only as my awareness, as a seamless heave-ho of the dynamic energy of humanity, the dynamic energy of being human, which is another word for awareness. So they all merge and subside and blend and flow, and they're never individual. If I pinpoint something out, that's awareness. My carving of an appearance is awareness. my carving of a carving of a carving of an appearance of an appearance. It's just, you never escape it. It's like trying to carve the sky. I'm going to carve that bit of the sky, then I'm going to carve that bit and that bit and that bit and that bit, and then I'm going to make all relationships between those bits made of sky, and all you end up with is more sky, right? It's quite funny. Now, it's more paradoxical than that, because you can do things. I can be like, okay, I want to pick this up, and I'm going to pick it up. So I thought of something and I did it. So we do have this reinforcing illusions that there is cause and effect, but they just appear as awareness, and they relax as awareness and subside as awareness. And the goal is not to break everything down and fix everything in your life as awareness. All you simply have to do is practice little and often until obvious of just leaving things as they are. Not leaving your house on fire because you put it out, but leaving all of the stress about your house being on fire as it is. Act practical, leave it as it is. Don't leave your discomfort with the pizza mushrooms as it is. Don't leave the problem as it is. Avoid them if you're having reactions to food. But take care of yourself, but leave any stress that comes from it as it is. It's not becoming passive. You become more powerful. Anytime you've ever made a great decision in your life, something that's really worked out, any creativity that you create, any sparks of wisdom normally come from a place of rest. You're resting as awareness, and you go, ah, that's amazing. And this is the power you have to access all of the time. So with that, we're going to have a slightly more condensed session today. Does anybody have any questions?